Talking with Crestwood volleyball coach Shelly McAllister. Well, we're really headed into the second season. That's one of the great things about high school sports. You have a second season. And the unique thing about Crestwood, you play some the bigger schools in girls athletics than you do now in tournament play. But the first one, Osage, I think they're a fairly good volleyball game, and that's coming up next Tuesday.
Yeah, it is. It is, you know, the advantage is everybody goes on. You know,
right.
No matter how you did during the season, you get a chance to go on. So, you know, and like you said, in our situation, you're kind of in control of your own destiny because we don't have to play, we don't have to compete against Decorah, Waverly, or Charles City for regionals. So, you know, that gives you a little bit better chance. So, Osage is going to be a tough game. They're a good team. I don't know what they finished with the record of, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a good ball game. We're going to have to probably play one of our best games in order to win that match. So, and we can. It's just we got to put it all together. And that actually, you know, that's the time that you want to put it all together, right. Is that tournament game or the tournament games and see how far you can get.
And of course, playing the Decorahs, Waverlys, Charles Cities, and the likes during the season actually probably helps you once you get to this point of the season, because you've been playing some pretty tough competition. Some of the best teams in the state in that class.
Right. Well, you have Charles City, who's rated #1 now. Waverly's not far behind, I think, at 4. Old Wine, Decorah, you know, aren't rated. They finished though 3rd and 4th in the conference. So, you know, it is if you can go into your Osage thinking, okay, they're just like playing a Decorah, Charles City, or Waukon. You know, probably they're not as good as Charles City or Waukon, but you know, it's gonna be tough, and we're gonna have to play our best game in order to get that win. But you know, it's do the same thing against them that you've done against those better teams in our conference. So.
How about having 10 days off in between, from the end of the season to the start of the tournament?
Yeah, I don't care for that. You know, we had 2 games last week, and then we had a conference tournament, and then we don't have anything this week. We're actually going to do a scrimmage Thursday night, and that'll break up that a little bit. Right. You know, you play on a Monday, so then you have to have practice on Sunday. You know, or we should have practice. We will have practice. And so, yeah, I don't know that I like that. If we didn't have a scrimmage, I really wouldn't like it. But we're going to go ahead and scrimmage another team on Thursday to break that up a little bit and work on some things.
Okay, and what do you need to work on?
Right now, we need to work on our consistency, just putting a complete game and a match together. We get up, and we competed well in the conference tournament against Waverly and Old Wine, and not so much Charles City, but you know, some of those tougher teams that finished ahead of us in the conference. We just have to be consistent. We have to, you know, we get on a run and you know, take advantage of that run. You know, we get 4 or 5 points and get up on a team. We need to learn how to be consistent and start to put that match away. So that's one thing we've been working on this week.
But how about that conference tournament? That's kind of brutal. I mean, you play basically all day long, and that is kind of tough for anybody to be up. Yeah,
it is, and I compare it to the Waverly tournament that we competed in, where we went 4 games and then had a break and then had our last 2 games. But it's the same thing for conference. You know, because we were at New Hampton, we had the advantage of having their wellness center. So we started out in the wellness center, walked over to the high school, had 2 games, walked back to the wellness center, you know, went to the high school, came back to the wellness center. But it's just volleyball, you know, one match right after another. You're either on or you're off, I think that's kind of how the day goes. You know, when we did pretty well, we hung with, you know, Old Wine and Waverly, and, you know, we didn't end up winning a match. We won a couple games within our matches, but we didn't end up winning a match. But it's a long day. The girls should have been tired Saturday night and Sunday.
And how about injury-wise and everything like that? Are you set there?
We're sitting pretty good. Alexis Reichs, you know, is a little bit of did something to her back, but she's working that through, and I think she'll be ready for Monday. But otherwise than that, you know, we're sitting really well there.
Okay, well, good luck Monday, Coach.
Yep, thank you very much.